Hello, I'm Martín Smith. I'm an English film director. 43 years ago, I'd just finished working on a big blockbuster series called The World at War, and a friend of mine, Stanley Forman, communist film distributor, said he wanted me to make a quick 10-minute film about a murdered Chilean folk singer and playwright who, frankly, I'd never heard of. I wondered whether I really wanted to do it. I mean, I like Stanley, loved Stanley almost even, but he was a communist, and I didn't fancy making a film for a communist really. But on the other hand, I was furious about what had happened in Chile a year earlier, furious about Pinochet, about the killings, about the involvement of the American government and the CIA. The whole thing seemed so foul that I thought I'd look into it. And so I read up about Salvador Allende and the Popular Unity government. I listened to Víctor Jara's music, and I became more and more interested. I wanted to do it, but I still thought this is going to be impossible. There's very little money. There's very little archive film around. How on earth can I deal with it? And anyway, how can you tell a story like this in 10 minutes? How can you possibly approach it? I was in doubt until I met Joan Jara, Victor's widow. Meeting her changed my mind about doing the film. It actually changed me personally. I decided we'd make the film. We didn't have any script at all. I sat down in a chair similar to this, looking straight at Joan, and for a day and a half she spoke to me. It was very moving. It was quite disturbing. But it was a day and a half, and we did it. And then I had to think, well, how are we going to proceed now? I've got Spanish songs, and it's an English audience, what can happen there? I've got so little archive film, how on earth are we going to make it flow? And we started cutting. My editor, Sheila Brady, did a wonderful job with Victor's music, with Víctor Jara's songs, which had such power, and suddenly you could see the people of Chile, you could see hope, you could see hope, almost desperation linked with hope. The film started to come together. The editing was incredible, and the Spanish songs were resolved by a superb English poet, Adrian Mitchell, reading his own translations, and a film evolved just of itself. And the communist producer I was so worried about never came in with any political changes whatsoever. It was just something so organic, so right. It told a story that's a love story, really. It's a love story, but it's about the politics of power, the interaction of both of them, and what it means. And it was incredible, really. We edited it in just 2 weeks. We wrapped it up. We premiered it at Britain's National Film Theatre, packed with lots of Chilean refugees. It finished, and the audience burst into song. I don't think I've ever had such a moving screening of anything I've done. And as the years have gone on, I think every September the 11th, I think of Victor, I think of Joan. And I think that the film touches me more now than it did then. And I think it touches many people still, and that's actually down to the fact that Joan, Manuela, and Amanda have done so much to make Victor's work known and the message of what happened then. And it's to them I say thank you.